Hi, Scott Machine Gun Dad. Welcome back to my channel. Another episode of I Have This Gun on the Wall. Recently I posted a video of my Galil SAR, and I have another Galil, also from Century Arms, and this one's actually pretty interesting. It's worth a little more in-depth talking about. First of all, when it was imported, I know where it came from, because I knew the guy that imported it. I knew George at Century Arms. It came out of Guatemala. And it was in the KEL configuration. As a matter of fact, the paperwork says Galil KEL on it. So I never really paid much attention to it. The gun is not in the best of shape. I had to order some new handguards and stuff, and even the handguards I got were beat up. But when I got the gun, it would not fire full auto. It would only fire safe and semi. It had safe, semi, and semi. And I found out that the tab on the back of the part that catches the selector switch was milled off. Not cut off, milled off. So at the time, Century was using these part sets to make the Galil clone they were selling. And a lot of the other part sets went to Apex. So I called Apex up and I ordered new internals because I thought, well, maybe this was just a rare thing. No. KELs used by Guatemala had the full auto fire disabled. They were all milled off. So what I had to do was I ended up going to Knob Creek. God, I miss that place. And Sarco had some Galil spare parts in a bin, and I picked out one from an SAR that is not cut. So now this gun does fire in the proper configuration. But there's some really interesting markings on this gun that I actually didn't notice until yesterday. So I want to show it to you because I unfortunately don't have time to look at all my guns. This gun, I don't think was built for the Guatemalan army. I think this gun was converted from Israeli military stocks to meet Guatemala's standards. And the reason for that is it's all in Hebrew with English markings stamped next to them. And it has the Star of David on the side of it. So let me show you some pretty cool history here. Now, we got to get this at the right angle. Alright, first of all, here's your applied serial number from Century. Here's the proper Century import marks, made in Israel, CAI, which I don't know why the SAR doesn't have that. Probably because they didn't have to apply a serial number. But here's the interesting part. I'm pretty sure that the Guatemalan army doesn't speak Hebrew. Over here you'll see Hebrew indicators for the safe, semi, and full with stamped in English equivalents above them. Okay? Hebrew below, English above. Alright? Star of David. Star of David right here. So my best guess is on this gun, it started out as an Israeli gun, at least the receiver, and then they finished it out to fill the Guatemalan contract because it had the same parts as all the other KELs. And over on this side, again, you will see Hebrew markings and then English markings filled in with white, long since faded, on the selector indicators here. Now, my opinion on this gun, other than it's a really neat piece of history in this particular copy, because it is an original, is part of history. It's also kind of beat up. This is the ideal Galil for me. Why? I like the little longer barrel. It's still the lighter one without the bipod and everything up here. You still have the solid Galil folding stock, and of course it takes, your factory empty factory Galil magazines. So I kind of wish that they had sold me a better example, but you don't get to pick what part of history you get. It does have the night sights on it, which, just like my SAR, are completely dead and don't light up at all, so I don't use them. It's a really nice gun to shoot. How do I know that? Because I'm going to take you out in the range and show it to you. Hey, I'm outside with the Guatemalan contract KEL. I have not fired this gun I don't know, well over a decade. Do a couple semi and then a couple burst. There you have it. My factory original Guatemalan contract, Galil KEL. Thanks for coming to the channel. Thanks for watching another episode of I've Got This Gun on the Wall. Stay safe. See you soon.